The entire BMF drama has officially come to an end as Big Meech himself has publicly stepped up to ask for 50 Cent forgiveness, not just for himself, but also on behalf of Rick Ross, Lil Meech, and Floyd Mayweather. This shocking turn of events has left the streets buzzing, with some saying Meech is scared of what 50 Cent is capable of, while others believe he is simply being genuine and trying to avoid unnecessary trouble. But how did we even get here? Let's dive deep into the entire saga. What sparked this heated beef, how it escalated, and why Big Meech finally decided to put an end to it all. To understand why Big Meech's public apology is such a huge deal, we need to go back to the beginning. The entire conflict stems from the ongoing power struggle in the hip-hop world, where money, influence, and street credibility determine everything. When 50 Cent got involved with the BMF series on Stars, based on the real-life story of the Black Mafia family, it was supposed to be a legendary moment in hip-hop television. But behind the scenes, tensions were rising. Lil Meech, the son of Big Meech, was cast as a lead in the series, portray his father's rise in the drug empire. At first, things seemed smooth, but over time, rumors started flying that 50 Cent and Lil Meech weren't seeing eye to eye. Some reports suggested that Lil Meech started feeling himself a little too much, acting as if he was bigger than the show that gave him his platform. Others claimed that 50 Cent, known for his no-nonsense approach, wasn't happy with how Lil Meech was handling his newfound fame. Then came Rick Ross, who has a long history of tension with 50 Cent Ross, known for his own claims of street credibility, despite his past as a correctional officer, has thrown plenty of shots at 50 Cent over the years. But when he started making jokes about the BMF series, mocking Lil Meech and questioning the show's authenticity, things took a turn. Ross even went as far as clowning Lil Meech over his chain being taken, fueling the drama even further. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather, who has had an on-again, off-again friendship with 50 Cent, also found himself tangled in the mess. Over the years, Mayweather and 50 have publicly clashed multiple times, from their infamous reading challenge feud to accusations of disloyalty. While Mayweather tried to stay neutral in the BMF drama, whispers in the industry suggested that he had been siding more with Rick Ross and Lil Meech, something 50 Cent took note of. What started as subtle jabs soon turned into a full-blown war of words. 50 Cent, never one to hold back, used his massive platform to air out all his grievances. He called out Lil Meech for trying to act too gangster while still being a Hollywood kid, mocked Rick Ross for his past as a correctional officer, and even threw some shade at Floyd Mayweather. Then, the streets started talking. Some people speculated that 50 Cent was strategically moving behind the scenes, making sure certain doors were closing for his enemies. Others claimed that Lil Meech was feeling the heat and starting to realize that beefing with 50 was bad for business. Meanwhile, Rick Ross, who always prides himself on being a boss, kept throwing shots at 50, but the energy wasn't the same. It was clear that things were shifting. At the same time, rumors swirled that Big Meech, who remained behind bars, wasn't happy with how his son was handling things. The Black Mafia family built its reputation on power and respect, but also on smart decision-making. And while Meech might respect 50 Cent hustle, he likely didn't appreciate his son getting into unnecessary drama that could affect their legacy. And then came the moment no one saw coming, Big Meech himself stepping in to squash everything. In a rare public statement, Meech directly addressed 50 Cent, asking for forgiveness not only for himself, but for Lil Meech, Rick Ross, and Floyd Mayweather as well. He made it clear that he didn't want to continue this beef, that it wasn't worth the energy, and that all parties needed to move forward. The reaction was immediate. Some fans respected Big Meech for taking a grown man approach, recognizing that real power doesn't come from endless feuds, but from knowing when to let things go. Others, however, were skeptical. They believed that Meech was scared of 50 Cent's reach and influence. After all, 50 is not just a rapper. He's a businessman with deep connections in entertainment, law enforcement, and beyond. Some even suggested that Meech might have received some behind-the-scenes pressure to make peace before things got uglier. But the biggest question was, what would 50 Cent do next? When asked about Meech's public plea for forgiveness, 50 Cent played it cool, as he always does. He didn't immediately respond with his usual trolling or aggressive shots. Instead,